Hi Sages, welcome to your mid-month October 2017 readings. This is my third time doing this. I did do the first reading. I dropped too much truth in it. It's unfortunate too. I had some good jokes in there. It's probably best that that one's not put out because one, I was in tears laughing from some of the jokes that was in there, but two, I probably didn't. Our monthly reading said that we're basically turning into freaking Spock here, people. This is like this is not good for me right now because well, one, I'm a Sagittarius sun with the Sagittarius Mercury, so that's truth. Two, I have a Aquarius Mars and Venus, so that's like it's like Spock. I come in peace. Three, we have Mercury going into our 12th house, I believe, which is Scorpio. It's in like Scorpio and Mercury will be in our 12th house. So this means for Sagittarians, we about to turn into Spock here, people. That means anything that's hidden, we're gonna see some pretty hidden things here, and we're gonna know the truth. That's probably why in the monthlies we were told to try not to like be so direct, which I think is a little unfair for Sagittarians because that's our thing. All right, most Sagittarians, we can come across the sword characters because we are logical. All right, and Spock is logical. He's logical, right? So if you guys know Star Trek, you know Spock how he can see through things, right? Like people's emotions and stuff like that. So I'm gonna drop a little truth here. So I'm gonna and we're in Jupiter Scorpio here, and the reason I'm gonna drop some truth is because when I did Virgo's monthly, somebody left a comment about fellow. She was referring to other readers. I don't watch other readers due to influencing. I know how delicate the mind is. I did go out and, you know, because I am a Sag, when they mentioned that, I was like, I'm curious, right? You know, it's a seed that they planted. Like, Sagittarians are very curious creatures. I was a little traumatized from what I seen out there. I did end up crying. I'm not even going to lie. I know people say that Aquarians don't have feelings, and that's completely wrong. They do. They're quite emotional. They just pour their emotions out to everybody. They're humanitarian. And the reason why I said I dropped too much truth in the first one, I'm going to try to do this a little better, is because, fingers crossed, I'm probably not going to people. This is probably going to go really, really bad or really right. My background, from what I've studied and certifications that I have, is psychology. Aquarian, Mars, and Venus, they tend to be very good at psychology naturally, and they're quite inclined and curious about it. My background is human behavior, and it is mainly psychology, and I do have certifications in marketing, psychology and marketing, psychology and consumer behavior. It's pretty much anything that you can expose a person for. And the reason why I learned these things was in my younger years, I worked for a company where they had narcissists as the superiors. And these narcissists were in power for 35 years. Okay, the Aquarian energy is not a very, it's a humanitarian energy. It's not an energy that likes to harm people, but will, like a Sagittarian, expose people. Okay, and we're in Jupiter and Scorpio right now. This is going to be bad for me, man. There's some areas I may know too much. All right. But my concern and why I'm going to drop this, and I might burst some people's bubbles, is because of what I seen out there. And what I seen, it was quite disturbing and upset me a great deal. You have people out here. It's the predator-prey scenario. So you have, and when I learned all of the psychology and marketing and stuff like that, okay, I didn't learn that to hurt people. I learned that to protect people. All right, to these people that were in the company were not able, nobody was able to get rid of them. Okay, and they were doing great harm, and they were detrimental to people's health. They were screwing with the mind, and the devil, that's how he gets you. He gets you in the mind, and that's a metaphor or an analogy. Okay, I removed the two people in power. Okay, I could have gotten money for it. I didn't. All right, I chose to expose the people to ensure the safety of all the fellow workers I had. It was not an easy thing for me to do, and it literally drained me. It was a battle that went on for 2 years, but I managed it, and with the support of my family, giving me emotional support to do it. The Aquarius Mars energy can be a little hard, but it is an energy of change. Okay, it's an energy that comes in and it will change things for the overall. What's best for overall? It's humanitarian. That company is quite successful now. I worked for another startup company, and that startup company had similar problems, where I came in as a change agent, and I exposed their issues that they had in the company. And then I left that company once they got on their feet. Everybody has the energies in them to either use their powers for good or for bad. Okay, so I might know a lot of information, but I choose to work for good, not bad. Okay, we're going to talk about the reason why I'm saying all of this is because what I seen out there was the predator-prey scenario. I seen people who have no right to be out there calling themselves spiritual leaders. Also, these people are dubbing themselves with titles like they're angels and they're higher beings, whatever they're dubbing themselves with. All right, you don't just get power. All right, that's given to you. You don't get your wings. Okay, these people are claiming that they have wings. They don't have wings. All right, they gave themselves this title, and they're destroying lives. And this is why I'm saying, given this spiel, right? Because I am a little upset about this, and I'm concerned about the people. All right, a spiritual teacher gives you solutions, and they elevate you. Okay, they do not stunt your growth. Okay, they do not cause problems. They provide solutions. All right. The predator-prey scenario is people finding a vulnerability and preying on that. And you see all these people out here talking about love, and the readers are doing love. First of all, they have no training whatsoever. Most of these people have dysfunctional lives, and they've never even had a long-term relationship that they were able to maintain. You know what I mean? They don't have the knowledge and the wisdom to be out there dropping stuff. They're naive is what it is. They're playing with forces that they do not understand, and they're allowing dark forces in them. Okay, they're being tempted by the beast within, and this is an interior ego. They're looking for validation. Okay, and people are giving these people validation. They're destroying families, and they're destroying really good relationships. And I might start crying here. I don't want to. But they have no right whatsoever to be doing that. Okay? So if you're out there and you're watching videos and these people are saying that somebody is cheating on you, okay, first of all, words have power. Okay? You just destroyed a family and you broke a relationship up. You have no right to be doing that. And you cannot say that you're a good person or working for light if that's what you're doing. What you're doing is preying on vulnerability, and you are trying to gain money for your own well-being and not putting the people ahead of your own selfish needs. That's just freaking wrong. Like, you're destroying people's lives. If you're one of those people doing that, you're destroying people's lives. And if you're one of those people watching videos where a person is claiming that another person is cheating, they have no right to do that. They do. Okay, in a one-on-one scenario, if you're getting a personal reading and these people have some sort of training, negotiations is a lot of people don't know. I have certification in negotiations. Negotiation is just a fancier word for relationship therapy. It's about relationships, partnerships. It's about how to maintain a proper partnership. These people, if they're going to be out here doing stuff, then they need to go get educated before they do something, because they do not realize what they're doing to people's lives. Spirituality, okay, It's about an overall. It's not about the predator prey. Okay, and if they were so spiritual, then they would be able to do a wider variety instead of a vulnerability. It upsets me a great deal. Cheating is not as simple as somebody being a douchebag. In some cases, yes, but even in those cases, there's human behavior and psychology behind it. Okay, it stems down to childhood, or they've been cheated on in some manner. Some scenarios, it's because a parent died when they were younger, so they have a fear of closeness. Other scenarios, it's they could come from a divorced family, so they have a fear of closeness. You know what I mean? The whole soulmate and twin flame relationship, people are preying on that. That's not right. Okay, soulmates come in all forms. All forms. They come in the form of parents, children, brothers, sisters, best friends, a dog. A dog can be your soulmate. That's a lifelong companion. All right. A dog is somebody that's there for you when nobody else is there for you. A soulmate is there to teach you life lessons, and important life lessons. This is the student-teacher relationship. A soulmate is a student-teacher relationship. So you're both gaining and learning. You're both teaching each other something, and you're both learning. Okay, is there love relationships that are soulmates? Yes, absolutely. But I do not think that people should be out here preying on that. The soulmate relationship is quite complex. Okay, some of these people are narcissists. Okay, and I'm going to explain to you what a narcissist is. A narcissist is a person who has no interior ego. They only have an exterior ego. The exterior means that they are seeking validation from the outside world. They care about the opinions of others. These are the type of people that want the big houses, the big cars. They will shit out money for the sake of, they'll put themselves in debt just to get the appearance. It's all about appearance, all right? A lot of them, unless you're from like Italy or another culture where they like wearing a lot of big jewelry. Italians tend to like wear thick gold necklaces, you know what I mean, like that. Unless they're from a culture like that, that's usually a sign. So if people are wearing like a lot of bling bling, that's a sign that they may be a narcissist. The biggest sign that you'll see of a narcissist is their voice. Okay, I want you to think of the movie Blade Runner. Okay, and I want you to think, I haven't seen the new one, the original. I want you to think about the replicas in that movie. Okay, that's kind of what a narcissist is. Their emotions are very self-centered. They're only out for themselves, the benefit of themselves. If somebody, there's solutions to cheating, okay? In some scenarios where there's cheating happening in a long-term relationship, okay? Both parties have a say in it. That might not be what people want to hear, but it is true, okay? So this means that if you're in a long-term relationship and somebody has cheated, well, there's a lot of, it's all about the context, okay? You need to know all the details in order to connect the dots and to figure out where the actual root issue is stemming from, and to have a proper solution for it. Without all the facts and details, you cannot go out there and fix the solution. All right. So that means if somebody is like giving you half truth, then you're never going to be able to find the problem. Okay. Like you need all the details. Okay. So somebody out there saying that somebody's cheating, that's not a fact. They don't know that. The odds are, if you have 10,000 viewers, okay, well, that's just statistics. All right. The odds are 1 or 2 will be, okay, but they don't know the reason for it. If you're in a long-term relationship and there's cheating occurring, both parties had something to do with that. Most cases, one of the most common ways it happens is that one person becomes a workaholic, or they start using work to avoid the problems at home. They're not talking about the problems. Or another partner will give the silent treatment. One partner will use avoidance. And then what happens in that, if it's gone on for a long period of time, one of the partners, because they are human, will go out and start seeking emotional validation. This does not mean that they want to cheat, but this is how cheating starts. It starts very small and very simple. They're looking for emotions. They're human. All right. That's not for us to judge them for that. We all need emotions. We all need support. Okay. If they're not getting that, okay, then they're going to go seek it. And most cheaters who cheat do not want to cheat. They really don't. But they're humans, and they need validation, and they're seeking validation. And if the emotional cheating goes on for a long time, usually it starts as emotional cheating because that partner is still waiting for things to they still have hope in them that things are going to get fixed in the relationship. If it hasn't and the emotional cheating has gone on for a while, then that will lead to actual cheating. It's all about context here, okay? So if people are out there destroying your lives or stating that somebody is cheating in a reading, that is not fact. They do not know that. That is an assumption. All right? There's a difference. Like you need to ensure that you need to ensure what you're allowing into your head is valuable information and it is fact. Okay? In a one-on-one reading, they can do that. Okay? A narcissist, their voices are very one line. They can fluctuate between two. I'm going to use the example of when we were children. I'm an 80s kid. So when you were, your mother was mad at you and she was like yelling or giving you shit, you know, pretty much. My mom's Portuguese, so it's no holds barred. And you were getting your talking to and they were all ticked off at you, and then suddenly the phone rang and it was a family member or a friend and they picked it up and their voice did a 360. It was like, I call it the phone sex voice. It's that fake voice where it's like, oh, hi. But a narcissist cannot maintain this for too long. They have their colors show out. They do show out. Okay. Here's the thing with, consumer behavior, in the psychology and consumer behavior, there's people out here that are cheating themselves. Okay. So if a person has things that are locked on their account, well, they have no confidence in themselves. I'm telling you that right now. These are fake people. Okay. What is manipulation? Manipulation is being fake. It's also abuse. All right. There's some people out here and they're abusing people's minds. They have no right to do that. These people have no interior confidence, okay, or an interior ego. A lot of people talk about ego, and there's a difference. You do need ego, okay? You need a healthy ego. Your ego is what makes you survive, okay? It keeps you going, okay? But there's a healthy extent of it. And what people don't realize is it's the interior ego you need, not the exterior, okay? So the exterior ego is the unhealthy ego. This is the ego that's the manipulator, the liar, and the cheater. The interior ego is the authentic self. The authentic self comes from pride in who you are and the ability to be who you are 100% without hiding. So this means for me, like, okay, I've seen some people that had channels that were, the subscriptions were locked. They had the comments locked. Some of them even locked their likes and unlikes. That's manipulation. That's consumer behavior. Okay, they have no confidence in their ability to teach, or they have no confidence in their ability to be who they truly are. They are manipulating. They are causing people to think, okay, that will change the ratio of their views and give the appearance that they are more popular than they actually are. Okay, and these people are the ones that are liars and cheaters, manipulators. They are looking for an exterior validation, an exterior ego. That's what they're based on. It's the beast. All right. The interior ego is the purity. The exterior ego is feeding the beast. That means that these people work for dark. They do not work for light. It really irritates me that people are out here, and these people that I did see claim that they were real and they weren't fake. That's fake. You're lying. You're lying to yourself. The interior ego is what you need, not the exterior. This means that these people are concerned about gaining and losing subscribers. Okay, well, if you're concerned about that, well, then your only concern is self. It's the exterior ego. Your only concern is making money, and you're not giving two damns about who the hell your life you're destroying or you're interfering with. People need to be very careful with the information you're taking in. A narcissist is like a heartbeat. Okay, you know, it's normal to have emotions. If you look at on a monitor, a heartbeat, it fluctuates. It goes do 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 do. You like my sound effects? If you look at a narcissist, their voice. Okay, I'm referring to the heartbeat as a voice. If you look at a narcissist, they're flatline and they'll have just a slight. Once in a while, it'll go up and down, all right? And they usually wear a lot of bling bling because it's a validation that they're looking for. They want to give the appearance that they're superior than other people are. And an exterior ego is not superior. The superior ego is the interior. that was just a big long spiel, but you know, Sages, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it in a Sag video, because that's what we're about. We're about truth. And you know, this is going to probably make me a lot of enemies, but I really don't give two shits. What I give two shits about is the people. What I'm concerned about is the well-being of people out here looking to become better, to change, to seek higher knowledge, to seek higher wisdom, and to go out there and spread love. All right, love is the most precious gift you have in life, and without it, we would not heal. Okay, if people are out there preying on love, well, then I hate to say it, then they're working for dark. All right, that's a vulnerability. And if you're doing it, then you need to ensure that you have some sort of training and you have the people's well-being in mind. It's not saying that I did see a few people out there and they had good motives. They did have good motives. However, these people need to be aware of what they're doing. Okay, what happened was in spirituality, suddenly it's becoming a thing now, and people are going to take a good thing and they're going to ruin it. And that's not right. Like, spirituality is about advancing the self. It's not about destroying the self. If you're watching videos where people are saying that negative things about your partner, again, that's an assumption. They do not know that. You need a one-on-one reading for that. All right? We're looking to heal here. We're not looking to destroy. So I got 2 angel cards. I'll post down below if you guys want to... I've had a lot of viewers that have been talking about narcissists too. Perhaps one day I'll do a talk about it. Maybe I should have done that instead of this, but I had to cancel Capricorn's video too, and I did another video where I had to stop it because it was just what I seen out there, and it's like I know too much. Like, I'm gonna drop out too much, where I'm a little concerned. So the first card we have is the 6 of Emotion. It's just, if you guys have a loving relationship, the devil's going to want to break it apart. Okay? Do not allow it. All right? We all can come from the higher vibration of our energies or the lower vibration. And just because a person says that they're operating from a high vibration or call themselves a freaking angel or call themselves a higher being or a high vibration does not mean it. Okay? Like, you can't, you need to see things clearly, because some of these people are keeping you guys in a cycle, and they're creating the problems. You're not the one creating the problems. They're planting seeds in your mind that are creating the problems that didn't even exist. And it's a fear now that they're placing in you. And that's what the devil does. The devil's quite intelligent. The devil seeps in. He comes through your mind, which messes with your emotions. Do not allow that. The first card we have is the 6 of Emotion. And you need to watch your health. There's a rabbit in here. The rabbit, I always encourage people to go out and look for yourselves what you want, the spiritual meaning of a rabbit. It's because you'll find what you need. Each of you will be different. And the way the universe and spirit works is kind of like you'll find what you need when you go out and search. I can only guide. I cannot do the work for you. You know what I mean? The card says, memories can fill your heart with many emotions. It's important to remember your past accurately without seeing it as better or worse than it was. People you used to know may return to your life unexpectedly. Children could be an important issue, or you may need to reconnect with your own inner child. Okay, and the inner child is talking about purity. The inner child is quite forgiving. You know, I'm not condemning these people or judging them. They do have the right to their own opinions, but what they don't have the right to do is to go out here and destroy lives. They don't have that right. They don't have the right to dub themselves as a higher being when the universe hasn't given them their wings. You have to earn it, all right? And that means no cheating. And if a person's manipulating to the outside, well, then what they're showing you is their fear of failure, and they're also showing you their ego, okay? And I can assure you, most of these people are narcissists. Some of them, not all of them, I should retract that, not all of them. Some of them will be more innocent, and it's just, it really hurts them, but it's a fear of failure that they have. And what's unfortunate is they started off pure, but by them doing stuff like that, they start feeding the devil, the ego. By having your channel open, completely open, that allows you to be humble. That allows, okay, you can't hide from negativity. Negativity is your tool, and it allows you to transmute things. It allows you to gain knowledge and wisdom and push forward. It's basically like building armor, okay? It's funny. I got all army stuff on today. If you hear the sound, it's my chair. The second card we have is Nine of Action. You've worked hard to create the things you've cherished in your life, such as beloved relationships, amazing accomplishments, and hearth and home. Rest assured that all of these treasures and you are being constantly protected by your angels. In return, Mother Earth and the animals and the environment need your protection. Okay, so it is talking about your relationships being protected. And this whole big talk that I'm giving you guys is because I want to ensure that you guys are protected. Okay, it's like I don't want to burst people's bubbles, but sometimes you have to in order to protect people. The devil will try to rip apart the beauty that you have in your life. Do not allow people to do that to you guys, okay? We have the Hangman, which is Pisces. That's seeing things from a different perspective. Pisces is the only one who can see behind the veil. They can walk through light and dark, and they see things for what they are. My Pisces placement is it's called, I'm not going to say the word because I can't pronounce it properly. It's like my mom, she can't say the word aluminum when she tries to say it. It's like aluminum. But my Pisces placement is it's spelled Pallas. And from what I've studied, those people are the type of people where they don't realize that when they're speaking, they're giving out psychic information. They don't realize it, from what I've studied. You have the moon here, which is secrets, hidden secrets. And you have two fish on it, which is Pisces, which is being revealed. Hopefully I said all of this spiel correctly. I don't want to harm anybody or hurt anybody or affect anybody's business. But what I do want to do, first of all, okay, this is not, I do this voluntarily. I've been on YouTube off and on for 3 years. The reason why I don't, and I've been struggling with trying to make this a business. It's not trying to, it's the fact if I want to or not. I don't want to feed the beast. You know what I mean? I want to ensure that I'm still doing certifications and schooling and things like that. I want to ensure that I'm here helping the people. Like, but I also want to protect myself. I don't want to feed the ego, the exterior ego. I don't want to feed the dark. So getting money for helping people is kind of, that's been my struggle for about 3 years now, of knowing if I want to do that or not. I did read Plato's Republic. I did receive answers in there saying that it's okay to receive money for what you do, but even that, it's a struggle for me. I have a conscience, unlike some people, and I hope there's a few people out there that do this and see it and rethink about what you're doing. Go out there and get the proper training. And if you're a Pisces, well then, you know, the universe is, okay, a Pisces Sag, the universe is calling on you. All right. The world needs protection right now. We're in Scorpio, Jupiter. This means that all these people are going to be exposed. And I don't give two shits if I'm the one that has to do it, because they're ruining lives. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Three of Cups, which is celebration. And we have the Queen of Wands. Okay. The Queen of Wands is a very action-oriented. She is a no holds bar type woman or man. You could be operating from the okay, if you're masculine, then the card's asking you to come from a more compassionate side and to stand up for people. So if you are and you do something like this, I've seen some people that really had good potential in them. It was just they don't realize that what they're doing because they've gotten in too deep. Okay, and Sagittarians are the guru, the teacher, higher learning, higher knowledge, right? if they're operating from the lower vibration, then the knowledge and wisdom that they're giving out is probably just serving them. I do feel like that there's a Pisces Sag here. Pisces Sag has abilities, and I'm going to say you have abilities because you've been playing Blue's Clues with my ass. This means Pisces has this ability. They're quite magical. They can put thoughts in your head, and they can give you warnings. And the fifth, somebody gave me, I don't keep up to date with the astrology. I used to. I don't now. I should get back on top of that. You said the fifth house, which is home and family. I have an Aquarius, Mars, and Venus. I have a Leo moon, which sits in Aquarius, the house of Aquarius. So for an Aquarian, home and family is everybody. They really do care about everybody. I kind of don't like my chart because my chart puts me in the position where I'm doing this now. You know what I mean? There's a Pisces Sag here where you hold great knowledge and wisdom, and like it's almost like, okay, if you're one of the good people, then you need to step up and you need to start. The Three of Cups is cutting through the greediness. All right. See this? These people have their cups. It's a circle here. All right. There's a balance that needs to happen. All right. I totally did not take the warning from the monthly video, but that's okay. I'm willing to expose myself in the hopes of helping at least one or two people. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles is here on top of the moon, which means, and you had a card here asking you to help the animals and the earth. Okay, and by helping the earth, I spoke about spirituality, and spirituality is here to help people grow. It's here to enlighten them. It's not here to stunt their growth or keep them in a cycle. That's what Capricorn does. The lower vibration of Capricorn and the lower vibration of Scorpio. Their higher vibration is a beautiful thing. Their lower vibration will keep you stuck in hell. And in a cycle that replays over and over again. It's the judgment process after you've received the dark night of the soul. If you've been judged and you pass it, you go to Aquarius, which is ascending. If you don't pass, then you stay stuck in Capricorn. And Capricorn is an angel, and they will keep you where you have to be. Because nobody's getting out alive in Capricorn, because that's where they're supposed to be. If they're bad souls, they'll stay there. You know, I'm not saying that people are bad or good. Well, some people are. But you're being asked to help people here in any capability or ability that you have to come out and to help the world. It could mean starting a fundraiser or foundation. If you have it's the Page of Pentacles. It's talking about gifts. So if you have there's been a lot of forest fires and things like that have happened, earthquakes, hurricanes. What else has happened? There's been a lot that's happened around the world. The cards are asking you, it doesn't even matter if you're you have a lot of money or you don't. The cards are asking you to give what little you have. So this means if you have old clothes, old shoes, pots and pans, curtains, blankets, sheets, anything can help these people. It's gathering it up. Even you may be the one who starts it in your community, or asking your friends and family to donate. I believe in America it's going to be Thanksgiving soon. So this means cleaning out your cupboards and ensuring that you're not giving expired food away, but taking stuff out of your cupboards and donating to those people, even volunteering your time at a homeless shelter. But there's a lot of families that have experienced these tragedies, and they have children and stuff like that, and they don't have even a toothbrush to their name. You know what I mean? And that's quite sad. And you have all these people out here that are basically shitting out money for their exterior ego, while all these people are struggling. Just asking you to nurture these people, to help them out. Even if you're not a person who has a lot, you have old clothes that you no longer use. So, you know, pack those up and try to send them. There's a very strong energy here of where the world needs some healing. And with the Queen of Wands and the Page of Pentacles, this means you're going to have great strength and great courage. And the Queen of Wands stands alone. She's not afraid to speak her mind. If you're a man, this is talking about you just taking on the female aspect, which means you're more nurturing. She is like a mother. It's a queen, right? And they will take action on what needs to be done. They support their children in the manner of allowing them to be who they truly are. You have secrets here. And you have a fairy energy, which is like Taurus. The inner child means that you need to get in tune with, okay, children have forgiveness. Sagittarians do too, right? So this is talking about purity. You need to come from the pure part of yourself. So it's talking about trying to remove the exterior ego and going more towards the interior ego. You know what I mean? The interior ego is like, you don't need a lot of stuff to be happy. You know what I mean? Money only buys you temporary happiness, and it starts taking you over. So you got 2 pages here, okay, and it's talking about children. It is talking about these. I feel like for a lot of people, it's about the children that are suffering. Even animals, you can do an adoption home, and for animals, animals get put down after a few days of being in the shelter. It's because of the costs. So if you can, what they ask people to do is to be temporary adoption homes, which means like hold the animal, the dog or the cat, keep them until they can find their forever home. So if you have property and you have that ability, that may be something you want to do. I actually have an idea for animals that I got to do some further studying in. Is environmentally friendly. This is talking about finding solutions, even talking about finances. Okay, so this is talking about a lot of people waste food. My family, because we're Portuguese, we cook big portions, way too much. So what we do, what I started to do, and I don't buy food that's out too often because of the preservatives and things like that that's in it. It's not healthy for you. What I do is, like say if I make a pot of spaghetti, and there's always too much and you end up throwing it out, I put it in the leftovers in a freezer bag and I put it in the freezer. And then it's like a TV dinner. You have a pre-made meal the next day. You know what I mean? It's talking about finding solutions. It's even like, I'm getting like children. Somebody might have a strong attachment with children. So like becoming a big brother or a big sister. Because as I said, in the cheating scenarios, a lot of people can cheat because they have a separation issue from childhood, from a parent, or death from a parent. They could have been even adopted. The narcissist relationship. Okay, a narcissist, it's quite sad why a person is a narcissist. It's due to mothers or parenting. They don't have a strong attachment with a parent, a bond. People that are highly sensitive, they have good parents. They had good parents. A narcissist did not have the closeness. It's quite sad, but there's nothing you can do for these people. They don't even know that they're narcissists. It's exactly like the movie Blade Runner. All right, you guys, I'm going to say that's it. It's a long one. Hopefully I didn't offend some people. If I did, I apologize, you guys. But it is what it is. I'm going to say namaste, and I will talk to you guys in the monthlies. Ciao for now.